Good morning, it's Friday. Welcome to ConsumerHallaTV News at 8, where we give you all the latest business news stories making the rounds. I am Iri Ayomikole Ike. We'll begin with electricity this morning as the federal government announced that Nigeria will save $121 billion in fuel costs by transitioning to 90% renewable energy. The Minister of Power, Joseph Tegbe, disclosed this at a renewable energy conference in Wednesday in Lagos State. The minister described the project savings as a major economic milestone for businesses, households, and the government. Meanwhile, the government collaborated with the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry to advocate for increased private sector investment in power reforms. This initiative forms part of efforts to improve industrial competitiveness and accelerate the national economic development strategy. According to the minister, the plan targets a total installed generation capacity of 277 gigawatts by 2060. Solar energy is expected to dominate the future power landscape of the country. The minister added that it required $10 billion in annual capital expenditure represent a mobilizable investment rather than a burden. And now the federal government officially handed over the Akanu Ibiam International Airport, Enugu, to the Aero Alliance Limited under a public-private partnership. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, performed the handover ceremony at the international terminal. The agreement aims is to rehabilitate, expand, and manage the facility to meet international operational standards. Under the concession, Aero Alliance Limited will finance and operate the facility to establish it as a premier aviation hub. Keyamo described the deal as a significant milestone in the drive of the government to improve infrastructure via private investment. He noted that the partnership reflects growing investor confidence in the economic prospect of the Southeast. The minister recalled that previous attempt over 20 years to concession airport failed to attract investors to Enugu and Port Harcourt. The bidders initially avoided these locations, rushing instead to Lagos, Abuja, and Kano for ready infrastructure. Keyamo emphasized that the successful partnership marks a dramatic and positive shift in the aviation investment landscape. Away from Enugu now, the chairman of the House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee investigating transport concessions, Kolawole Akinlayo, has explained the delay in submitting its report. While speaking on Wednesday in Abuja, Mr. Akinlayo stated that the panel is still carrying out extensive investigations into key stakeholders. The lawmaker represents MOBA, Idosi Federal Constituency of Ekiti State. The House inaugurated the Ad Hoc Committee in February 2026 to probe federal airport and seaport concession agreement executed between 2006 and 2025. The investigation aim is to determine compliance and the obligations and also evaluate revenue remittances to the government. The committee has held numerous investigative sessions with government agencies and concessionaries. Providing an update, Mr. Akinlayo stated that the committee has made significant headway and is close to concluding its initial phase. He revealed that the panel has completed work on terminal operators but still need to interface with shipping lines and airport authorities. The extension ensures a comprehensive evaluation of the entire transport concession framework. Let's head to the Dangote refinery, where a new report says the Dangote Petroleum Refinery has reduced its premium motor spirit gantry price by 15 naira per litre. The price dropped from 1,275 naira to 1,125 naira per litre. A corporate notice indicated that the new pricing regime takes effect from 12 a.m. on Thursday. The company stated that the price review was prompted by the de-escalation of geopolitical tensions in the Middle East. Meanwhile, under the revised structure, the coastal price was also reduced to 1,428,165 naira per metric ton. The outstanding uploaded volumes will be repriced at the new rate. The price adjustment comes as global crude oil prices retreat following report of progress in diplomatic engagement between America and Iran. The talk aim is to ensure that uninterrupted flow of oil through the Strait of Hormuz will be done. However, the oil prices have previously surged up to $120 per barrel during the peak of the conflict. Let's tell you that the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Zaiwidele, stated that the revenue challenges lie in the expanding of the tax net. Mr. Oedele made the session on Thursday in Abuja while hosting the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria. The visit coincided with the conclusion of the Maiden National Tax Awareness Day. The awareness campaign took place exactly 1 year after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu signed the Landmark Tax Reform Act into law on June 26, 2025. Commending the Institute, Mr. Taiwo noted that public misunderstanding of taxation remains a major obstacle to compliance. However, many Nigerians mistakenly believe that tax discussions mean the government simply wants more money. The minister emphasized that the government aim is to promote fairness by ensuring that those legally obligated to paying taxes do so. He added that correcting the tax system would have a transformative impact on the national development and economic stability. Mr. Oedele also urged the Institute to establish annual awards to recognize compliant taxpayers. The export of Nigeria to countries in Eastern and Southern Africa rose by 42.95% to 1.03 trillion naira. The significant growth in the first quarter of 2026 underscores the increasing importance of intra-African trade. The surge follows the launch of an expanded air cargo corridor by the federal government. Analysis from the National Bureau of Statistics showed that exports climbed from 718.79 billion naira in 2025. The strong trade performance comes as the government seeks to deepen the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area. Officials remain optimistic about unlocking regional potential by broadening the logistic connections. But still talking on the news, the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, in partnership with the Rwanda Air, recently flagged off the inaugural shipment under the expanded corridor. And the initiative opens additional export route to Kigali, Lusaka, alongside existing route. Under the arrangement, cargo rates are subsidized for exporters' holdings with official certificate of origin. Now let's talk business. Next to Nigeria's hedge collective action for a circular economy by collaborating with partners to complete a massive community cleanup campaign. The initiative spans 12 locations across the country to mark World Environment Day 2026. The food giant listed on the Nigerian Exchange Limited led the multi-stakeholder exercise to drive grassroots environmental stewardship. The head of corporate communications at Nestle Nigeria, Victoria Uwadoka, emphasized that addressing environmental challenges require a consistent actions at all levels. She noted that the initiative demonstrates how the private sector and local communities can deliver real environmental impact. The representative of the Minister of Environment, Adeola Omotunde, also commended the collaborative effort. The stakeholders at the event, including the National Plastic Action Partnership, noted that environmental progress is sustainable when communities actively participate. They also expressed encouragement by the volume of waste recovered and the willingness of volunteers to work together, as participants concluded that the lasting progress depends on community actions driving collectively by ownership. The women in technology and engineering have called for greater funding, skills development and inclusion in emerging technologies, particularly artificial intelligence. The call was made in Lagos State on Tuesday during the 5th Women in Technology and Engineering Summit. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, represented by Olatubosun Alake, acknowledged that limited funding remains a barrier for female innovators. Alake stated that the Lagos State government is expanding partnerships to support women-led technology projects through the Science, Research and Innovation Council. The council focuses on areas where women can deploy technology to solve critical problems, as it noted that while the state has secured millions for women-focused initiatives, resources remain inadequate. The commissioner emphasized that billions of naira are required to adequately fund multiple project training programs and technical development schemes. And to bridge this gap, Lagos State is working with training partners and commercial banks to raise funds. Mr. Alake concluded that the state requires massive investment to meet tech talent demands. The Chartered Institute of Directors, Nigeria, has announced plans to host the 2026 Women Directors Conference in Lagos. The conference is scheduled for July 1 at the Wole Soyinka Center for Cultural and Creative Arts, Igomu. The event aims to address how female executives can exercise genuine authority in corporate governance. Organized under the theme From Presence to Power, Advancing Women Influence in the Boardroom. The conference will examine the transition to impactful leadership. The chairperson of the Women's Sectoral Group, Ronke Shokefun, emphasized that executing real authority remains the core challenge. She noted that women must translate boardroom representation into a strategic economic influence. Shokefun stated that the conference is designed to equip women leaders with the network and strategies required to shape corporate decisions. The forum will also provide insight into how female executives can contribute to the future of African institutions. The keynote address will be delivered by former Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola. And now this minute, Sterling Bank Limited has supported the non-oil trade expansion drive of Nigeria by hosting its expert forum in Lagos. The Excel in Non-Oil Expert Forum was convened with the Sunbet Global Concept Limited to boost industrial competitiveness. The event gathered experts, policymakers, and financial experts to address required structural shift. Delivering the opening address, the divisional head of commercial banking at Sterling Bank, Akporie Iden Enedo, emphasized the need for a paradigm shift. He noted that Nigeria export raw potential instead of full value is missing out on major finished product market. Idenado stressed that the nations must shift from raw commodities to finished goods. However, the keynote address was delivered by a senior fellow at the Lagos Business School, Dr. Doyin Salami, as he challenged the audience to rethink trade sovereignty by building practical manufacturing capabilities to participate in global trade. Salami highlighted that Nigeria ranked 131 out of 140 countries on the Economic Complexity Index. And right now, before we end the news, Access Bank PLC has launched a vehicle finance initiative dubbed AutoFest to make car ownership more accessible amid rising vehicle prices. Under the scheme, the bank provides up to 90% funding for new and certified pre-owned vehicles. The initiative features flexible repayment tenures extending beyond 4 years and also boasts a streamlined digital application process. Speaking at the launch in Lagos, the Executive Director of Corporate and Investment Banking, Iyabo Soji-Okusonya, highlighted the intent to eliminate financial barriers. And now customers apply online and can receive their car keys quickly via the digital platform. The program specifically addresses the financing constraints that historically restricted widespread automobile ownership across the country. The initiative also brings together major automotive manufacturers and mobility dealers, including CIG Motors, Meccano Motors, into a unified ecosystem. The group head of Access Bank Mobility, Ismail Mukocha, revealed that the bank spent 6 months collaborating with stakeholders to tailor the initiative. And the partnership directly addresses skyrocketing vehicle market prices to improve affordability for everyday Nigerians. Good morning. Thank you for joining us in ConsumerHallaTV News at 8. I'm Ayomikunle AK. Follow us on all our social media platforms and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Right, my name is Korede Peters and I am a product manager. So this is a very innovative idea, and first off, everybody is a consumer, and so this is the voice of the consumer, and this is the voice that is going to be heard. For the first time, the consumers in this country are going to be able to express their ideas and to get to know your rights, to know what belongs to you. And it's going to change a lot of branding. It's going to change a lot of things, because everybody knows that we're not just getting things out for the consumers. The consumers have a right to accept. You know, as they say, the customer is always right. So the customer is the consumer, and the consumer is always right. So, you know, when there is control, when there is feedback, there is bound to be change. So so I said, I'm a product manager. When you develop products, sometimes you believe you know what the users want, and through different kinds of surveys. But when the users actually get the product, they can tell you their mind, how the product is, their feeling about the product. So it's good to definitely change how products are being designed, how services are being given to people, because you can get a feedback, and that feedback can make or mar a company, you know, and everybody wants to have good feedback. So it's definitely going to change the behavior of people that make products. One very good thing is information. Information is power. So the consumer is going to get way more powerful. The voice of the consumer will be heard, the opinions of the consumers will be heard, and that opinion will shape how products and services will be made in this country going forward. Be on the lookout. You are now in charge. Several things coming your way through this station. I'm very excited about it. The things he's already brought out, and there will be many more things. But the bottom line, the consumer is now in the driver's seat. So ConsumerHallaTV, thank you for this innovative work. You're going to keep evolving and just follow the consumers. The consumers will lead you to what they want, and that's how it's supposed to be, always. You're going to have different types of consumers, and you're going to pander to the different needs, but you are going to be making consumers very, very powerful. So thumbs up, keep up the good work. My name is Korede Peters. Thank you very much.
Hi people, my name is Mofa Korede, and I am a filmmaker and a film director, and you're watching ConsumerHallaTV. ConsumerHallaTV is everything consumer advocacy, consumer rights, everything that has to do with consumers. On this TV, you'll watch, you'll learn, you'll be educated, and you'll be entertained. Keep watching ConsumerHallaTV.
My name is Olubukola Ozone, a photographer and a social media enthusiast. You're watching ConsumerHallaTV. It's a consumer advocacy TV. If you have a problem, anything, any consumer related problem, just holla at them, just like their name implies, and they're going to get it sorted for you. Keep watching, stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Hi guys, my name is Joba Jalabi. I'm a marketing communications professional. I currently lead marketing at Flash Change, a fintech startup. Keep watching ConsumerHallaTV, a consumer advocacy channel.
Hello, my name is Sharon Rotimi. I'm an actor and I am on ConsumerHallaTV. Now, ConsumerHallaTV is a consumer advocacy channel. So if you have any issues, consumer-related issues with brands and services, you can reach out to them and they will be sure to handle it or to cater to you. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Iyebiye Adeton. I'm a film poster designer and illustrator. This is ConsumerHallaTV. It's a consumer advocacy channel. We show content on consumers-based news, entertainment, and all of that. So I urge you guys to stay tuned to ConsumerHallaTV.
My name is Anoluwapo Alao, a sales consultant for Star Times Nigeria. This is a ConsumerHalla TV, where they discuss anything consumer needs and get knowledge about anything about consumer. So keep watching.
Hi, my name is Adebola Ogushino. I'm a filmmaker and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. Any consumer related issues, they've got you.
Hi, my name is Stephen Olorunshisi. I'm a strategy and sales professional, currently working with Obey, and you're watching ConsumerHalla TV. I mean, this is one of the channels that you don't want to but stay on. Consumer advocacy, brand promotion, everything consumer, what you need to learn for your business to grow. This is a channel where you learn, where you experience entertainment too, yeah. But it's good for businesses, for brands, and for an entrepreneur. If you want to know more about businesses, want to know more about brands, please stay watching. All right, thank you so much, ConsumerHalla TV. Keep watching.
Hello, good day. My name is Tunde Balogun. I'm the lead pastor at the Kingsborough Church in London. And you're watching ConsumerHalla TV, which is a new initiation into the TV industry in Nigeria, the first of its kind in Nigeria. And I know that it's going to bring value and quality into the service industry. ConsumerHalla TV is here to offer value to service industry and to give a voice to consumers, bring awareness to the brand industry, and also bring education to what it is to have quality for what you paid for. I know that through ConsumerHalla TV, you are going to be able to get what you have paid for quality-wise and also give a voice to you in wherever it is that you do. I am here to support and give a shout out to say that keep watching ConsumerHalla TV and we'll have a better quality for value in Nigeria and in the global space. Please continue to watch ConsumerHalla TV because it is here to make things work better for you. It is on this note that I would like to say a big congratulations to the chairman and CEO of ConsumerHalla TV, Pastor Tunde Olufowora, and all the staffs of this great organization. Thank you for what you do. You are making things happen for us, and I pray that God bless you. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Toyin Balogun. I'm here to give a shout out to ConsumerHalla TV, #1 platform helping you to shop smart, spend wisely, and live better. Anytime you have any kind of issues with your shopping, or you want to know a very honest review, please contact ConsumerHalla TV, here to help you. And please join the community where we can all make life easy and better for all of us.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer. And as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
At ConsumerHalla TV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHalla TV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHalla TV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHalla TV. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard.
At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard.
Technology don't make everyday living more comfortable from smartphones to laptops to other smart gadgets. But with current market realities and trends, how the gadgets market be today for Computer Village? Now I come Computer Village today for Ikeja, may I can ask gadget traders how the markets be. My name is Remofeko Forola, and our market today they watch today on ConsumerHalla TV. Come together, may we enjoy this episode together. morning, how you dey today?
Good morning, I'm fine.
Okay, what's be the name and what's they do for Comsa Village?
The name is Splendid. So I'm into fixing of gadgets. I also sell phones too.
Okay, all right. So maybe pick and first from that fixing of gadgets because you know say they important. Sometimes people gadget they spoil and they won't fix them. So which particular gadgets you they fix?
Yeah, I fix phone, speakers, sometimes routers, and some other gadgets that are related to the same hardware of phone.
All right, so how the market trend, how it be now? How the waiting be the current market reality now?
Currently, everybody knows as country be now. As things they go up, now so prices of cost of living too they affect us. Our thief going and coming to our house too is added to our workmanship. So all these affect the prices, and the prices of the market now, the stuffs we buy to use in fixing these things are already escalated. So prices go up.
All right, so that one means say you know say normally as Nigerian, if for instance I want to repair my phone now and I bring a come to you say and so price I go the bargain say I know no be like that because many people no feel understand say now the price of all these things go determine wetin you save they come. So wetin they apart from all the price of all these things wetin they or how you dey fix price of wetin you dey fix. For instance for phone how you dey fix the price okay na brand or na how the things how the phone takes spoil or wetin exactly?
Depending on actually the situation, the condition of the device that we have to fix. Let's say it's a phone and we are fixing the screen, the display. Let's say like Samsung, it has qualities, different qualities. There are higher qualities and there are lower qualities. So depending on the budget of our customer, that will determine the quality we will give him or her. So now if we are giving you the price, once we give you the price of the boat, then we bargain on the one you can afford. So that's how these prices are determined.
Okay. So that one means say even for each phone, if I want to repair Samsung phone for instance now, it depends on my own pockets. Go tell me if the quality where you go give me. Okay, so if na high quality or na low quality. So but that way, even if I come and I tell you say now how much I get, if it still affects the phone later now, if you buy something will be say no be high quality. If I fix them now, you know go still spoil.
Most times the quality of the display no be the rigidity abi how I will take talk am, that is the strength of the screen, especially when it comes to screen na glass, and once glass fall e go break like egg. Any egg wey fall e go break. So na the display quality actually na im be the, some people are into graphics whereby they deal with colors and they have to see the color abstractions clearly, so they need higher quality screen. So that's the display quality. That's what we call OLED. So the lower quality in-cell is the one, it's just like a normal display. You just use it to do every other thing you want to do, but you don't need the quality, the colors differences that much. That's just it.
Okay, for instance now if you want fix phone, let's say Samsung or any brand, how much they fix phone now and compared to like 6 months away or before now, how much will the price difference now?
The price difference, I no go lie, it don't go up. The price difference don't go up. Let's say for example now we dey fix, depending on phones there are older brands of phones. Some of them their screen price is based on the phone is no more common, the screen prices has gone down. You understand? Like let's say now like iPhone XR now, before we fix it around 35k before, that is for the lower quality screen, but now you can fix it at the rate of 25k. You understand? But let's say now for phones like let's say 14 Pro Max upward, their screen prices are still on the high side based on the phone is still is more on demand. You understand? So now phone differs. So some screen actually has gone down based on they are very like they are no more common, like they are no more in vogue, so the demand is less. But for phones that their demand are high, those ones their prices are high too.
Okay, how about speaker where you say they repair too? If you run me through how you do operate that one?
It's not all speakers that will repair, because compared to phone, repair of speaker requires more skills, like more time to fix, and it's more stressful than phone. So now you are bringing a speaker you bought it 10k to me, and the repair cost is like about 10k. You won't be able to fix it. So speakers that we fix are speakers that are high quality, and the person knows how the amount he used to get the speaker. So fixing it will be like lesser for him. You understand? Because those parts are usually scarce. It's not all speakers you can get the parts to buy like phone. You have to go and look for it from other engineers that have used devices like that, similar to that.
Okay, but lastly, before I allow you go, how customer reaction they take be when you tell them, okay, they want to repair this phone for this amount, and tell them, say, I might not get that money, or God, now all of us in this country, you know how they go, how their reaction they take be, and how that reaction they take affect your own work.
Their reaction are normal. We suppose expect them, because everybody they go through one or two things. Some people their phone at their work. And if they no get phone, they no go feel work. And at that moment, they might be actually very down on cash at that period. So some people did not expect the price you called to them. Probably the time they fixed it last was lesser, and coming to you now is higher. They are surprised. How is it like that? So now it's now on the part of the technician to calm down, walk them through the process, why the screen price is now like that, why the price is like that. Then if it's someone that wants to really fix it, he might come down, okay, can you do it for this price? If you can do it for that price, we go for the price. But if it's something we can't do, we tell the person that's our last price.
Okay, when you look market trend now and market reality now, how the thing they take be general, and which advice you go come give government on this issue?
For the advice I will give government, what they can do is, once the economy is more balanced, everybody will be able to, they will feel less pressure, they will be able to afford what they need. And also things that affect this economy are like this dollar rate, because these people that sell these things import them. The price they used to buy it with dollar affect the price they will call it in they will sell it in naira. So these are the factors that affect these prices. So the only advice I can give to government is, if there's any way they can sort the economical issue going on currently now, there will be much more easier for others to afford their repairs and so on.
Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you.
Good morning, how you doing today?
Good morning, bro. I'm good. Are you too?
I did. Waiting with the name. I'm waiting the say for computer village.
My name is let me just say my company name is Property Tech. I'm into computer and laptop and iPhones and Samsung and other accessories too.
Okay. So when you come ask now, how the market take be with this season?
But this season somehow serious, but we are just trying our best in as much you sell it to this we have shares. But let me just say, 2 years ago we are still making it more than now, because economy is not really stable and it's even affecting us by selling and buying. Because I noticed that as this early January now, market is somehow slow and it's really affecting us. It's really affecting, and we are just trying to improve ourselves on what we are selling to make money comes as well. So that's what I know about this our business stuff going on, and it's not really stable. We are, let me just say, in the merge of the sources of our economy is not properly standard like that. But I think by making our goods to certify each other, because we are managing as at now, but we just not moving well.
Okay, me can say they sell laptop. So the price, which kind of laptop they say exactly? And how the price take be now?
Let me just say we sell like HP and Dell and other like MacBook. Yeah, because the price let me just say as of now, as the last year now, the price we are selling last year, it depends on the main spec we sell. Because let me just say, as maybe we have system of $400,000 now. I'm assuming you. This year the price fall. Last just start selling it 350. And last year we are selling the main price that was interfered. That was 400. Yes. And those, let me just this MacBook 2 that we said rate of 1 point something. It's like if more other products come in, more price come down. You understand? That's it.
So you talk say the MacBook now, maybe say if you say 400 last year, it don't become 350. So that means the market they come down be that.
Yes.
So and talk say now because if new products come, so the market will go down.
The price will be less than, but just little behind. And this market, I can't compare the way we get our sources from. It's different. The way some people can buy that one from like country like 500,000 or around from 600,000. But selling the market, we have our own price rate different each other. So effectively, that's it.
Okay, how about the Dell laptop? How much is they sell them now?
That Dell laptop. What I say about the laptop is that the Dell laptop, similar price HP are selling, and they have their rate of prices like them just through their spec. You can see maybe like i5, i7, and they are on a gig gram. That's what make the price to get higher than each other. Because we selling system of 700,000. Just about the balance sometimes. Because we are just set we have to make our money. It's not about maybe selling or picking another teacher. You understand? So you have to just make a little much of what we can afford to buy. So market, if I tell you that price we sell last year, it's not the price we sell this year, because economy is not going well. So I know that it's been for like some time that we market like we can sell like 4 or 5 laptops in a day. Now, and just only one laptop for a day. So that time, it's more cheaper, as in more affordable to buy that period of time, because now there's no money for the people to buy gadget or buy IT. So they affect everybody. So let's thank God that we are still alive.
So in a nutshell, the team say some price of laptop they go up while some they come down depending on brand.
Yes, like I've said the other time though, that the prices come down, some go up, because me I can sell my own for 250 while some can sell my own for 400. It depends on the customer that's to, not my own customer. Because I can simply pay customer, but I don't I want to see me. I'm selling for 400,000. If she's willing to buy from me, she will buy. Because we have been to that for a while. Forget it from me. So people that have their own prices of selling is different. So I can't just say she cannot buy from me or she cannot buy from that person. The price go all around, So what's now?
Lastly, about phone. How about the price of phone? Did they come down or they go up too?
As of now, price of phone is coming down, is going up, because just between the range of different category of prices, because we can sell phone like for, let me just say last year now, or let me just middle of this January or last year, the price was higher, but now I think it's coming down just like 10k difference from what we are selling, or 20k difference for what we are selling. The price of phone is like still lower as this now, as of now.
Okay, so which brand of phone they go up? Like that one where you talk now, say like some phone.
The phone that just like those iPhone 17 Pro Max now, when the price, let me just say they are still between the price we sell, like 1 million, let me just something like I assume like something from 1,800,000, 1,900,000. It's dependable on which category people buy from. So that's, and sometimes like a week now I just fall, next week I just high. So that's how the price is not really stable at all.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome, my bro.
Good morning, how you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Hi, how are you too?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. So, waiting with the name and waiting the say for Computer Village.
My name is Trent, and I deal on gadgets, all forms of gadgets.
Oh,
yes.
So, when you say all forms of gadgets, can you mention that you say they say?
All right. If it comes to skit making, tripod stands, ring lights, LED lights, speakers, power banks, anything that requires gadgets, I sell fans and everything.
Oh, wow. Interesting. So if you come compare the market 6 months ago for January and this June where we did, so when you compare January on and now, what will be the difference?
I will say the markets, the economy has really dropped in this aspect, because January it was at its peak, but now I think it's declining. But I hope it gets better.
So that means things are getting more expensive with that?
Yes, things are getting more ridiculous expensive, and also people are not willing to get quality product anymore.
Oh, so that means people rather than go for affordability rather than quality?
Yes, they are going for quantity rather than quality.
All right, so may you come look at now, I say different gadgets, so may you take them one after the other. May you run us through the price of all these gadgets and how much you sell them for that January.
All right, I have this headphone. I sold it in January time, 85, but now it's 90,000 last. So
which brand be that one?
Is from UK. Is a wireless headset. Yeah. Okay. So this is how the thing has been going. Sometimes it goes up, sometimes it goes down, but still people are not willing. They are looking for something very cheap, like something like this. If it's a clone market, they can just get like this.
How much will
this one has 15,000, so you just get it. So
even this one they sell 50,000 naira. How much did they sell them before?
Before I sell it like that kind of thing and the rest.
Oh,
now it's skyrocket.
Okay, so another product maybe see the price. You say the selling lights. Show us all the product.
All right, okay. I sell speakers. As I said, I sell headsets. This headset before was about 150,000 naira, but now it's 170. So it's because of the dollar inflation, dollar increase, dollar come down. So that is how we see things in Computer Village.
Okay, so as the price they go up now, how I know say normally they affect you as a gadget seller for year or trader for year. So how the thing they really affect business? Because sometimes people will come, you go tell them say 15,000, they go say no, they don't want buy. So people really buying before. If you compare the number, how it take be now and how it they affect you personally?
All right. The thing is that in this market I am, it's really affecting me because sometimes sales has dropped. Like before I sell steadily, but now some days I can't even sell anything. So, but as I said, I'm still hoping for the better. The market value, the market prices, we see that because of people want people to buy, so they are now getting substandard products. Like me now, there are some products that you will see the same thing, but they are not actually the same thing now in the market. Yes.
Oh, so if it look like same but no be same.
It's like the copy of the copy. So that is what some people now are doing just for them to sell. And you know, Nigerians don't know this. They are knows that maybe say me and this thing it dey work, let them just buy. That's how the thing is now.
So that one say waiting now when you talk now you go lead me to the next question. Say waiting be the effect of all this inflation with the affect price. Waiting be the effect, like one you don't mention say substandard product day. You understand? You don't mention say to they say which other effect it gets on everybody generally now.
It's really making people just go for to maybe they just buy anyhow product and sell to people. But as I said, I still remain on quality because why is because those substandard products, at the long run, it gets spoiled. It can spoil at any point. So, but if you sell it on time, it's okay. But if it's not, you don't sell it on time, no, you will just lose the money and it goes. But in market in general, people are now getting substandard products. Some people are just mixing it up, like mixing it in their markets where they move. So, and everybody wants to shop. That is the thing. Things are really not favorable now in Computer Village, but we are hoping, as I said, things get better.
Okay, so which advice you go give government, or wetin you go take government as a concerned gadget trader for this market?
I go like tell them, say first the custom clearance, may they also know what they should do concerning that, because it's also affecting it. Another thing is transportation. The price of fuel should come down, because if it not come down, everything is going up. The price of fuel is determining the price of things also, and the clearance, the people in the custom area, they should also do something about it. And I'm begging them, make they also increase salary for people, make they work, because as they are increasing the salary, we will be able to benefit. But if there's no salary that they are benefiting from, how will we shop? That is the thing about business owners. That is our plea.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Hi, good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Yeah, wetin be the name and wetin dey sell for Computer Village?
My name is Chizova, aka Anasoni. I'm selling laptop and phones.
So if you wan compare markets now and for last year, how the market take be now?
Last year is better than this year. This year is very, very worse too.
Okay, so by worst, how you take me say how the market dey be? People know to dey buy, or wetin dey happen exactly?
Some people, they are suffering. If you ask them to buy a laptop, they will complain one thing and another. The same money no day. Are you getting me? So, and the two, before laptop, HP, we are selling HP, Dell, Lenovo, and the Toshiba and other laptops. But now we are as in the markets where it's going, as in the one where they go where is Lenovo than HP and Dell now.
So why you think say people they go for Lenovo?
Because it's very, very cheap. Very, very cheap.
So that Lenovo now, how much they sell them now? And last year, how much it be?
Okay, like last year, we are selling it 200, 18, but now Lenovo is going down because some we are selling it 100,000, 130, 150. Even though big gen like a 6 gen, 7 gen, we are selling it like 180. So, but why 6 gen of HP is 250? Do you see the difference? So that's the difference.
So why you think say that Lenovo price they come down, others no come down?
You say, what do you say?
The price of Lenovo say they come down. At least if you see it sell them for 100, unlike before. Why you say that one they come down, another price no come down?
Okay, because people don't like Lenovo before, but now they love it now because of it's cheap. That is why they're buying it. Yeah.
So the HP now and the other Dell, how much they sell that one, and which capacity that one be?
Okay, like a 10 gen of Dell. 10 gen of Dell, 2568 gig, 11 gen. We're selling it 450, 500,000. Are you getting me? But why Lenovo 11 gen? We're selling it like 250. And the HP 11 gen, where you can get it 400. So this is the difference.
So that one wey you dey sell 400 now, how much you dey sell am last year?
Which one?
The HP wey you say if you get for 400,000.
I say it's 11 gem.
How much you dey sell am last year before you?
Last year, like 300, 350. But now it's 400,000. Yes.
So wetin you go come think say fit make all this market come down? Wetin say government fit do wey fit make am come down?
Abeg, Mona help us beg government to reduce hand as it will help Nigeria fast. Mona beg Nigerian government to help all these poor peoples because they are suffering. They are suffering a lot. And they too, some of them, they don't have money to buy a laptop. Instead, they go say, let me use the money to buy some food item instead to buying laptop. Let their children manage.
So, lastly, before I let you go, for person we wan come buy for Computer Village, we wan come buy for person we wan come buy laptop for Computer Village, which advice you go give them?
Advice what I will give them if they are come. As in anyone their money reach, let them buy them like that. I get me because you know good. As in fact, anyone where their money reach, they will buy it like that. So let them know put hand where their hand will not reach. So let them manage it, manage themselves. So that's my advice for them.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
So my country people, we don't hear from different gadgets traders here today. How the market trends and reality be for Computer Village today when it comes to gadgets from different smartphones to laptop and other smart gadgets. Now the thing we say inflation they affect how they say they be, and feed costs also they one of the main reasons where we say customers don't really buy like before. Now our market today just watch finish. Don't forget to subscribe onto our channel at ConsumerHalla TV. We dey here for you. My name is Advocacy. Until the next episode, I go see you. Stay safe.
Hello consumers, you have the right to be heard, absolutely. So join us on the conversation, share your brand experience, where you tell us all your experiences about brand on the outer world via our YouTube channel every Wednesday from the hour of 4:20 to 5:20. You can watch us via our YouTube channel, ConsumerHallaTV, and subscription is free. Follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHallaTV. Share your brand experience. It's about storytelling. It's about experiences.
Hello consumers, you're welcome to another exciting episode of Consumer Voice on ConsumerHallaTV. I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Consumer Voice is a show where we'll be visiting different places in Lagos to check out people's preferences, hear what the consumers have to say about different leading brands that they make use of.
Hello, it's your boy here, Iremofeko Foworola, and you know what? They call me the AUF General Overseer. Every day is a blessing and it is meant to be enjoyed maximally with AUF packages that put a smile on our faces. And guess what? That is why this show AUF is for you. You can get to know about trendy market slashes, promos, offers and juicy deals that put a smile on your faces, and you can always enjoy them maximally. And you know one thing that is so interesting about this show? It is a blend of English and Pidgin. As I dey run you English, now I go dey marry am with Pidgin, make am spicy. So catch me every time on the show to enjoy more about trendy AUF packages. Peace.
Public service announcement. Hello consumers, I am Kikelomo Ajibola and welcome to the Scam Alert segment on ConsumerHalla TV. Scam Alert educates viewers about various scams affecting consumers. We learn tips on how to identify fraudulent activities and provide advice on protecting our personal information. We aim to raise awareness and empower viewers to avoid falling victim to scams. We cover various topics such as phishing, identity theft, fraudulent investment schemes, and many more. You want to catch up on how these scammers invade our lives? Join us every Tuesday by 12:30 p.m. for Scam Alert on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Subscription is absolutely free. And in case you're not following us across all our social media platforms, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. Don't say are you in the marketplace. We are taking you on a journey behind the scene of Nigeria's most vibrant market, from the sight and sound of the market to the stories of the people who makes it thrive. We will be sharing the untold stories that brings this market to life. Join us as we explore the history, challenges, and triumphs of the market vendors. We will dive into the daily lives of the people who call markets home and uncover the secret that makes this market special. You will get to see the passion, energy, and dedication that goes into making this market success. Tune in to the In the Marketplace on ConsumerHalla TV on Thursday by 11 a.m. to experience the sight and sound. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media handle on ConsumerHalla TV. I am Elizabeth Abefe.
Hello fellow consumers, are you looking for a program where we give analysis about brand and a program where we project the voice of the consumer? Join my team and I on Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box by calling on the program to get your issues resolved.
And in case you are wondering where Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be showing, please join us on our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Subscription is free by 2 p.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. every Mondays and Wednesdays. Consumer Analytics and Resolution Box will be airing and will be here to provide you any information on brands and also issues that you have pending for us to resolve. Also follow us across all our other social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. And that is why at ConsumerHalla TV,
you deserve to be heard. Hi everyone, I am Iri Ayomikunle Eke. Join me live on Perspective every Mondays to Friday from the hour of 9 to 10, where we have meaningful and engaging conversations about all the burning and pressing issues making the round. Issues related to our economy and consumers. It's conversing, it's relatable, it's beyond interview. We have expert analysts who gives updated analysis about all aspects of a conversation. Join the moving train by subscribing to our YouTube channel, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to follow us on all our social media platforms, ConsumerHalla TV. Stay informed. Thank you.
I am Matilda Omenai. As you already know, Market Today is the show where we visit different markets across Nigeria, Lagos, to check out the prices of different things, ranging from household items to foodstuffs to cosmetics, electronics, every other thing.
In a world of hustle and bustle, entertainment keeps us alive, and that is why at ConsumerHalla TV, we ensure you enjoy all around 360-degree entertainment program. Screen Time is the show for you, where you enjoy top 5 countdown, celebrity of the week, exclusive interview, and other segments.
Don't mind him, he's just a jealous person.
Oh,
His new movie release, update, and Screen Time. I'm going to enjoy myself because this is my favorite time on the program. I get to recommend good movie for you, and I'm also waiting for you to recommend movies to me also in the comment section. Screen Time is not just all about entertainment, it is relaxing and also educational. So that is why we are bringing to you Screen Time on ConsumerHalla TV. And in case you're wondering where to join us every Mondays by 5 o'clock p.m. at ConsumerHalla TV on our YouTube channel. Subscription is very, very free. And in case you have not followed us across all our social media platforms, please do so. We are begging you, on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and also TikTok at ConsumerHalla TV. What are you waiting for? Click on that follow and subscribe right now.
And from the I to the R to the E to the M to the F to the E, my name is Iremofe Koforola, the man always clothed in wealth and strength.
And I am Kikelomo Ajibola. Toodles!
Good morning, Nigeria. Welcome to your favorite breakfast show on ConsumerHalla TV. This is Perspective, and on this program, we examine the major economic, political, and governance issues shaping the Nigeria's future. I am Iri Ayomikunle. Thank you so much for joining us on the conversation. Absolutely, breakfast is served on the table this morning.
And welcome to another beautiful one on
perspectives on ConsumerHalla TV, and this conversation today we will focus on financial institutions many Nigerians rarely hear about, yet one that determines how government at all levels survives. I'm Kiki Alomo Ajibola. Thank you so much for joining us for the conversation this morning. Let's go on a short break. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back on that conversations, and today we'll be talking about the Federation account. This is the account that many Nigerians rarely actually talk about. This particular conversation is one that we would be looking at this morning. Clay, how are we talking about these conversations, and how is it going?
All right, so we'll be talking about this conversation because we'll be examining the major political, economic, as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu hails growing Nigeria-France trade. And about that, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has actually praised the growing economic relationship between Nigeria and France after the bilateral trade between both countries reportedly reached $4.7 billion in 2025.
And the president made the remarks during the 10th France-Nigeria Business Council meeting held on the sidelines of the Africa Forward Summit in Nairobi, Kenya. According to the presidency, Nigeria remains the leading destination for French investment in sub-Saharan Africa, with growing cooperation in sectors such as energy, infrastructure, finance, manufacturing, transportation, and technology.
Interesting. The president also described the relationship between both countries as moving into an execution phase, with emphasis on practical economic collaboration and investment implementation. But beyond the diplomatic engagement and investment figures, many Nigerians are asking what this partnership means for the economy, job creation, businesses, and the overall cost of living. And to discuss this further this beautiful Friday morning, we're joined by Mr. Soji Ogungbeson. He's a financial economist. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Ogungbeson.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Good morning.
Okay, let's get into the conversation of the day. If we look at Nigeria and France, we can see obviously this is a bilateral relation. And over the years, more than 4 decades, we could see that Nigeria and France are getting along on bilateral relations. They would fall out, get along, fall out. But that is not even where I'm going. What's the economic significance of the $4.7 billion trade figure between Nigeria and France?
Well, nothing really much has changed. If you look at the history, Nigeria has basically had good trade relations with France, mostly based on oil and gas and so on. We usually operate a trade surplus with France. So in terms of the 4.7 billion, that is just year to date for 2026. Nothing materially has changed. It is just, I think, in terms of the federal government trying to sell the positive impact of whatever initiatives and agreements the overtures they've been making to the French government and so on and so forth. So if you look at the history, the 4.7 billion is very significant uptick or increase from what it is we've been doing over time with the French generally.
All right, Mr. Soji, apart from oil and gas that we have been trading on other stuffs, why is France actually considered an important economic partner to Nigeria? Because this is something that has been from way back and is still so till date.
Oh, well, if you look at, even though we operate a trade surplus, in terms of factors of production, machinery, and so on and so forth, we import a lot of sophisticated or finished goods from France. If you look at the history, France, even though we're not directly related colonially, they tried to use us as a counterpoint within the sub-region. with other francophone countries. Everybody is looking to have some level of influence. That is European countries within the African subcontinent. So that's basically why there has been some level of importance between us and France. If you look at the EU generally, I would say that's the European Union. France would be our largest trading partner, but in terms of total volume, we do trade with other countries as well. They are not, I think their significance is something that, based on the current administration, the current president's affinity with France is going to become more pronounced as we go along. But historically, it's not been our biggest trading partner in the EU, or well, it has been our biggest trading partner in the EU. That was after the UK left. So that's basically what it is now. It's not especially significant. We're trying to make it more significant now.
Okay. When having conversations like this, it's very important to reference it down to the memory lane. And I'm so glad you've referenced to history and you've made a point how Nigeria import from France. But now let's focus on our home. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu said the relationship has entered an execution phase. What does that mean economically?
Well, if you've been paying attention, we've been trying to sign or some bilateral agreements have been signed. We are trying to get some of these agreements off the ground, as in practicalize some of these things. An agreement was signed between, I believe, the company Shoreline and the Accor Hotel Group to establish, I think it's 13 or 14 hotels across 12 cities in Nigeria. A total of 1,200 rooms. That's the most significant one for now. The other ones are basically existing relationships, like with Total Energy and so on and so forth. There's an agreement with flour mills, between flour mills and the French government directly, actually. So you look at those things, they're just the small shoots that as these agreements, we're hoping that, now I'm not speaking for the government, I'm saying generally based on what it is they have been saying. They are hoping that the agreements that have been signed will now lead to these things being executed on the ground. The hotel agreement is supposed to provide like 1,000 jobs. They're also committing to building a hospitality training center in Nigeria, whereby even if it's not related directly to that hotel, you have a place where people can go and train in hotel management and so on and so forth. So it's these small things that are considered to be the execution phase. In terms of our actual trade relationship, the value and the particulars, in terms of what's the kind of trade that we do between both countries, it will take quite a bit, as in a lot of structural changes on our side to change the components of the type of trade that we do in the short term. So that's the thing. For now, the changes are not going to be that significant, but every step is, as long as it's employing people, providing some increase in GDP, is the right step for the country.
All right, Mr. Shola, we've spoken a little bit about some things that are going to go well if this is executed and is successful. But let's look at some sectors that are likely to benefit mostly from this particular partnership with France currently.
Okay. Like I said, the hospitality is one. That is where the main thing has come up now. In terms of our extractive industries, which are oil and gas, agriculture, and so on, as a country, what we're hoping is that we will get to we will not just be exporting raw materials. We want to start doing some processing at home. With the Dangote refinery now, before, what used to give us most of the surplus in our balance of trade with France was that we're exporting crude to France, but at the same time we were importing petroleum products. But now with the Dangote refinery coming on stream, it should actually, in the final analysis, improve our balance of trade with France, because now we're not going to be importing petroleum products. But hopefully, our own outlook should be at adding more value to the things that we export to France before, not just raw materials. That's where we can engage our own people to provide more employment locally and so on and so forth. I hope that answers your question.
Yes, thank you very much.
All right, let's make use of this English word that says charity begins at home. We know that Nigeria remains the largest destination for French investment in sub-Saharan Africa. So what is attracting French investors to Nigeria despite the current economic challenges that we have? And to be factual, we know that there is a whole lot happening.
Okay. Well, the thing is, first thing you have to look at is our population, regardless of the economic challenges that we might see internally, because we're the ones that are feeling it. For any business person, the potentials are obvious. Even the slightest uptick, because if you look at it from a food or any other perspective, basically food, healthcare, whatever, there are certain baselines that a human being must, for lack of a better term, we must eat. We must eat, we must sleep somewhere, we must, so life must go on. So that potential is there for anybody to see. It's something to be encouraged, but we also, just so that we're not just a market where people are dumping things and giving us barest minimum, we have to upskill and look at how we develop our own market. So that it's not just that people are giving us what it is they feel like, people are sending whatever it is they feel like. We are also attracting that investment in an intelligent way. We are using it to drive things that we are trying to achieve as an economy and as a nation.
All right. I think recently a lot of conversations surrounding foreign investment has been ongoing within the government parastatals and even with people saying, oh, foreign investment is something that it would maybe be of utmost help to us. But how important is this foreign investment in Nigeria's economic recovery and growth plans, especially with the way our economy is currently?
Well, foreign investment is important because basically, if you look at our revenue profile, our revenue and cost profile as a nation, we are spending pretty much everything that we earn as a nation is on recurrent expenditure. So it's difficult for the government to intervene in areas where you feel that, okay, these are things that can actually drive economic growth. It's difficult for them to intervene at the level that would actually accelerate that growth. So you are looking for people to come in. You want to give them the assurance that, okay, it's a good market to invest in. At the same time, if you come in, if you decide to leave, it will be easy for you to exit. That's what you are trying to show people, the foreign investors. The foreign investors provide that extra money that will be useful to invest in parts of the economy that the government cannot immediately approach. And actually, the government probably should not be involved, because you always want that efficiency that is driven by the profit motive. You want it to drive certain parts of your economy. It's not everything that you want the government to be involved in. So the foreign investment is very useful, but at the same time, I have to keep coming back to it that we internally have to be intelligent. We have to know what it is we want that foreign investment to drive within our economy. We have to be approaching it very cleverly, not just waiting for people to come and invest in what they like. Because if you leave it to people, they are going to follow the path of least resistance, and that goes for foreign investment as well. They will come in, for instance, not to knock the business, but anybody can come in and invest in betting or online betting in Nigeria. It's foreign investment, but what does it actually drive for us? How many people does he employ? What influence does he have on society, and so on and so forth? Those are the things to consider.
Right, interesting. We know that Nigeria and France are getting along and making doing more businesses together, and the president said this is good for the present economy. But what role should Nigeria businesses play in this investment partnerships?
Oh, well, as a Nigerian business, basically what you should be doing is you have to pay attention. It's not just France. You have to pay attention to everything that the government says, or every bilateral agreement that the government signs, so that you can see where you can play into, because everywhere you can establish new markets as a business is to your benefit. So basically what the government is supposed to do is supposed to be going around opening doors for you as a business. Like for instance now, if like whatever bilateral agreements that we've signed with France, any business owner in Nigeria should be looking at it that, okay, whether there are subsidies that are available, or even if there are no subsidies available in terms of Naira and Kobo, maybe there are expedited processes if you want to export something, or maybe you want to import certain machines from France to help with your production process. There are always, when these agreements are signed, there are always minutiae, the little details that as a business you can play into to help you grow your business. So everybody should be paying attention. The mindset we need to have is that government cannot do everything. The government can just go open doors and say, okay, these are my people. Either help them or do business with them. It is the actual business owners that have to take advantage of whatever it is the government is doing.
All right, sir. Currently, Nigeria is facing inflation and exchange rate instability, which affect literally everything going on in the country. Businesses, small, medium enterprises, small entrepreneurs, and every other person in the country, even full transportation, literally. But could these challenges discourage foreign investors from actually looking into our markets?
I would say historically, the exchange rate instability, yes, could discourage, because at that you will not know how you'll be able to, when you're going to any market, the key thing is you want to know how you can extract whatever profits you are making from that market. You want to know how you can take them out. So the previous foreign exchange regime we were running, it created a certain level of uncertainty. But now, if you are paying attention, the exchange rates have been pretty much stable for well over a year now. So I think we've gotten past the foreign exchange issue for now. The main challenges we're facing are insecurity and our infrastructure deficit. Those are the things that make it difficult to do business in Nigeria. If you look at our road network, our rail network, so even if you are producing or you are doing agriculture in the country, how do you get things to the port so that you can ship them out? If you are producing finished goods within the country, how do you distribute them to the end user, and so on and so forth? How do you secure your people and the markets in which you are operating in? They actually are able to achieve their full potential when people are afraid either for their lives or for their property and so on. So I think those are the two things that really can possibly dampen any attractiveness for foreign investment to come into the country right now. It's insecurity, infrastructure, and then you cannot discount our bureaucracy and the inherent corruption. Because when people are doing business, they want to know exactly what it would take to achieve something. But, it is in the bottlenecks that is where the corruption exists. So that's what makes it difficult for people to do business in there. You can have the best plans, but when you get here, you might meet something different on ground.
Oh.
Mr. Soji, in your just concluded analysis, you made mention about a whole lot of things. For example, you ran us through the history, you ran us through the foreign exchange stability, and you ran us through the foreign investment. Now let's focus our attention on the foreign investment. Do you think Nigeria is doing enough to convert the foreign investment into industrial and manufacturing growth?
If you look at the foreign inflows that have come into Nigeria, they are not the kind of foreign, there's something you call foreign direct investment and then portfolio money. Portfolio money is past money. It's like borrowing. If I want to use bring it down, it's like payday lending kind of thing. Foreign direct investment actually is a very low percentage of the total inflows that we have. And the foreign direct investment is the type of investment that you actually use to do long-term business. It's the kind of investment where people come, they establish factories, establish business, and so on. It's, I think year on year, if I remember the details correctly, it has actually been reducing over time. So for now, the government still has a bit to do in terms of giving foreign investors the confidence in terms of long-term investments in Nigeria. The key thing, back to it again, is the insecurity, corruption, and so on. Those things that we outlined before, the infrastructure deficit as well. The government is talking a good game in terms of saying Nigeria is an attractive destination for foreign investment. But if you are a foreign investor, do you want to come in for the long term, or are you, because there are profits to be made in Nigeria? It's a big market. You can come in, bring in your money, borrow somebody for a short period of time, extract it, you make your returns, and then you run away again. That's basically what's happening for now. It's something that the government needs to focus on. We need to focus on those core areas. Stability is the key. Stability and predictability are what investors are looking for in any market, not just Nigeria.
All right, Mr. Shola, let's quickly talk about these particular relations with France, but about the risk if anything happens. What risk could prevent this Nigeria-France partnership from achieving its expected goals? Because I think there's a lot of expectations from these particular conversations with Nigeria and France currently.
Well, I think even like the president himself said, the trick is the you can have any sort of agreement with people. You have to actually implement that agreement for it to make sense and for it to start to yield the fruits that you are hoping. The main risk is for it just to be talk, and every once in a while you meet the officials from both governments, meet, have a discussion, but it doesn't actually drive anything on the ground. I think even if it's not just France in particular, we have to look at what these initiatives that the government is undertaking, that's in going to all these countries to go and meet people, have discussions and so on, what it is actually supposed to mean, so that we have specific outcomes that we're hoping come from, and we can drive towards those outcomes. If you look at what government has articulated in regards to like the France bilateral relations and so on and so forth, there is a certain lack of specificity at this point. I'm hoping that will improve, but normally you would expect that more people would know that, okay, there's this thing on the table, or these are the things that we have agreed with France, so that local business people can see the advantage and start to try to take advantage of those things. The impact of whatever bilateral agreements that we had are actually going to be driven by the private sector. They're not going to be driven by government. So people have to know exactly what is on the table and how they can take advantage of it so that the natural entrepreneurial spirit will kick in and people will start moving. You know, once you know that, I trust my fellow Nigeria people. Once you know that there's an advantage to be had in France, you don't have to encourage them too much. Just tell them what it is and they will approach it. So I think the risk is in the implementation and information dissemination. We have to actually know exactly what it is we're trying to achieve out of it and what has been agreed, what is available.
Mr. Soji, if we devote 2 hours of our time for this conversation, absolutely is not enough because there are a lot of points that we'll bring out. But I want you to take your time and tell us what should Nigerians realistically expect from this growing economic relations over the next few years?
As specifically related to France or generally? As in,
generally.
Okay.
Generally.
Okay. Well, I think the world is becoming a more connected place. As we're all aware now, if you can see what the impact of the conflict in Iran is having locally on our own, for instance, on our petroleum product prices and so on and so forth. So we have to start to think a bit more globally as a people. If you look at the economic outlook, a lot of the steps that have been taken by the current administration, the steps to reform, are viewed positively from outside the country. We have to make sure that we show foreign investors that we're serious about reforming our economy, and it's not just the economic reforms that create hardship. We also have to focus on the bottlenecks that make it difficult to do business in Nigeria, the corruption that we have had has been so difficult for us to get past, if you understand what I'm saying. It still remains very difficult to do business in Nigeria, even as a Nigerian, talk less of as a foreigner, because usually the way it works is as soon as you set something up, there's no assistance when you are setting it up. But the day you want to start business, there are people that come to collect something.
Yes.
That's not how to encourage business. So I think we need to focus on ourselves as a nation. The government has quite a job to do in terms of changing our orientation and actually being a driver of business, not an impediment. Right now, I think on balance, government is more of an impediment to doing business than an enabler. So therein lies the issue. Government really needs to focus on changing our outlook. Right now, the outlook of government and the outlook of, I don't want to speak for the generality, but let me just put it out there. Everybody wants to collect something. Very few people want to actually put something, like very few people want to plant, but a lot of people want to reap. It's the same mentality that government has, that the man on the street has too. Everybody is looking for where to collect that unmerited favor and so on and so forth. But we have to really look for how we can open up our economy for both foreign investment and ourselves doing business locally. Let us encourage, people to establish businesses, give them breathing room to grow. Not that immediately somebody set something up, somebody is there from the local government to come and collect some levy or some other thing before they've even done business. Let's encourage business. But for now, we're not doing that.
All right, interesting, Mr. Soji Ogungbeson, and you've made mention of a lot of points KK actually did. But before we let you go, finally, let's have your parting shot on this conversation. What you foresee about Nigeria, France, and about other countries that are trying to come into Nigeria. Let's have your parting shot with that.
Oh, well, given our population, there will always be people that, or there will always be people from other countries, governments, and so on that are seeking to do business in Nigeria. Nigeria is going to continue to be an attractive market, sometimes in spite of itself, because a lot of the challenges that we're facing right now, they are self-inflicted. We historically have not done much in order to make our economy attractive for both local and foreign investment. So it's something that we need to work on, actually making it easy to do business in Nigeria. And from that, I mean from the grassroots, as in from the ground up. It needs to be easy for everybody to establish. The economy going forward is going to be driven by small and medium scale enterprises. As in people just able to establish something. Maybe it looks like a side hustle now, but those are the things that if you go to other economies, you find that, like for instance, France or the US, you find that it's very easy for people to start business. Everybody, you are actually encouraging that entrepreneurial spirit. It is the only way to actually, because if you look at it, the organized private sector, considering our population, there's only so much they can absorb. How many people can the manufacturing sector or the banking sector, how many people can they employ? The future is in business.
Interesting one right there. Thank you so much for bringing your top-notch knowledge into this conversation, Mr. Soji Ogungbeson. And if you're just joining us, of course, that is Mr. Soji Ogungbeson joining us on this conversation about the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu able the growing Nigeria-France trade relations. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Soji Ogungbeson. And we hope to see more of you on Perspective. Your time is highly appreciated.
Thanks for having me.
Thank
you. Have a good day.
Do well to have a great day and enjoy your weekend.
Thanks. You too.
All right. Mr. Soji Ogungbeson joining us on the conversation. Let's go on a short break where we'll get back. We move to the final edge of the show. All right, absolutely. The conversation was indeed a very, very smooth one as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu hails growing Nigeria about France trade relations. And our guest, Mr. Soji Ogungbeson, made a lot of points. And absolutely, if everything follows on the right side, life will be so easy. Talking about the transportation, the food, living, everything will become standard. And we absolutely hope to see that getting on the right path very, very soon.
Absolutely. And as Nigeria seeks deeper economic partnership with global investors and foreign government, attention will remain on whether these relations can deliver tangible improvement in investment, infrastructure, employment, industrial growth, and economic stability.
All right, interesting. This is where we draw the curtain finally on the show. It was very, very impactful, and of course it was concise. Thank you for joining us on the conversation. I am Ire Ayomikule Eke.
I'm Kike Lomo Ajibola, and this has been Perspective on ConsumerHalla TV. Just in case you are seeing us for the first time, do not forget to like, comment, and share your opinion on this particular conversation, and also follow us across all our social media platforms: Instagram, Facebook, X, YouTube, ConsumerHalla, our TikTok account at ConsumerHallaTV.
My name is Tunde Olufowora. I'm the CEO of Van Eyck Communications. We are we call the publisher or the owner of the new initiative called ConsumerHallaTV. ConsumerHallaTV is actually Nigeria's first consumer-centered, or called a consumer-centric television platform that aims to bring voice to the over 220 million Nigerians. It was a vision that came to my heart about 10 years ago. I remember that I was traveling. I traveled out of the country, on airline, and I had this unpleasant experience. It was a trip to an African country from Nigeria, and I actually went with a local flight from Nigeria. I wouldn't want to mention the name of the airline, and then it was to South Africa, and we landed in South Africa, and let me just paraphrase it. When I was coming back, I had some money, some dollars, and that someone had given to me to hand over to another person in Nigeria. So I wanted to help out. I didn't want to carry the cash on myself. So for whatever reason, I opted to. I had a small case, and I felt that it was safer for me to put the money in my luggage. So I put it in a safe place in my luggage, got everything intact, and I checked in my luggage. My arrival in Nigeria, I was standing and was waiting about the carousel just so that I could pick up my luggage, and then I was there for 1 hour and waiting for my luggage. I didn't know that my luggage already arrived, and it was one of the luggage that was moving around on the carousel. So after about 1 hour wait, I looked to my left and my right. Almost everybody had gone. I think there were just about 2 or 3 left. So I beckoned on the woman that was on my side, and I noticed she was really in tears. Madam, what happened? She said, her bag has just been torn and a lot of things stolen. So I said, well, I've also been waiting for my own. She said, you better go and check those luggages there. Maybe yours is one of them. And lo and behold, I went around there. Mine was one of them. By the time I got it, everything inside my luggage was gone. All the valuable things there were gone. To cut the long story short, we felt there was need for us to report the case, at least to the airline. It was in the night, about 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. We went in to go and see the officer that was in charge. As soon as we got in there, the officer said, "Oh, so sorry, but you will have to go to our head office in somewhere in Victoria Island, to lodge a complaint." Okay. So the next day we went to the Victoria Island and we lodged a complaint, and that was it. And since that day, I'm talking a story of over 10 years ago, I didn't get a call, not even a call from that airline to talk to me about what happened to my luggage. Now, about a month after that trip, I had another opportunity to travel out of the country. This time around it was to US, and it was an official assignment. And I flew on, I will mention the airline this time around. I flew on a BA. I really didn't like BA. I usually go with Virgin Atlantic and things like that. But my protocol officer convinced me and said, "Okay, you will love BA. Why don't you go on BA?" Anyway, so I went on BA to US. And of course, when I returned from US to Nigeria, we had to do, of course, there'll be like a connecting flight, from Heathrow. So we got into London Heathrow, and then because it was through Heathrow that we went, and then so they changed since it was BA, they changed the aircraft this time around to a bigger one. I mean, clearly because there were more Nigerians, or more people that were planning to come to Nigeria, and then we boarded. Not quite 10 minutes into the flight, in the air, the aircraft started malfunctioning. The air conditioning compartment were not functioning very well. I was on what you call business economy, the whole of that business economy, all the way to economy side, the ACs were not working well. It was hot. And then I was watching. And then from that moment till we got to Nigeria. From that moment till we got to, I'm just trying to paraphrase. From that moment till we got to Nigeria, I could remember very well how many times the pilot, broke into conversation and had to apologize and say, we're really very sorry about this. He was giving us almost every 30 minutes. There's always a kind of update. So sorry, this is what we're doing now, this is what we're doing. While we were on that journey, I also remember an incident. So they came, the crew apparently couldn't resolve it. They couldn't manage the crisis or what was going on about it. They couldn't fix it. So they come up and said, we're so sorry, but for all the inconvenience, we're declaring, free lunch, free whatever it is you want, you can get. So trust Nigerians, you need to hear how everybody was jubilating, But something struck me. The experience I had just about a month before, and this experience, somehow I started comparing them. I was trying to see how this matter will be managed. Again, to cut the story short, we landed in Nigeria on the BA. Before we landed, the pilot announced and said that for the inconvenience, they will be giving a voucher of £50 to everyone that flew on that aircraft. I thought it was a joke. I mean, it was my first time with BA, but for what I knew or know of the British man would never even play with his 1 penny, talking of £1. So I felt that must be a joke of the year. So we left. I got back to my office. I think it was just about a week after. My officer, our guys in our mail room came up and said, "Oh, you have a parcel." So I said, "Parcel? Yeah." So they bought this parcel wrapped. I opened it and boom, I bought the document out. It was the £50 voucher from BA. So what's the tenor of this story? An experience with one airline was terrible. No apology. An experience with another one, even though it was a bad experience, but it was very well managed. So managed that even if we have suffered anything in that aircraft, you probably, for the sake of how they manage it, will have forgiven them. So that was how this journey started. So I started thinking in my mind, this is what we go through in this country. But are we different from other nations? So God put in my heart the idea of ConsumerHalla. That's why the Hala came with consumer. And we started that journey about 10 years ago. We started by creating a platform called ConsumerHalla, where consumers, so I discovered that Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. So things happen, and that's it. We live with everything. So we've started the journey from creating the platform. We have an app, we even have a magazine, and we thought we could move it from that to the next stage, which is the television. So the TV today, has come. So I would say precept by precept, line upon line, we have been able to build on our aspiration, to finally bring to birth this unique and exciting platform, So it's a digital telecast, and our goal is to further connect consumers in Nigeria to brands with insightful news, development within the fast-paced world of consumers. The world of consumers is growing at a very fast pace, So we want to inform Nigerians. We want to get them educated about their rights, So our role is that we're going to educate consumers in Nigeria, all right? So by bringing them specialized and what you call analytical, research-based content generation that will inform, educate, sensitize the audience, So that's ConsumerHalla TV. So I call it an offshoot of our ConsumerHalla brand. ConsumerHalla brand actually was the first we call it the first complaint or consumer complaint resolution portal. When we started it about 10 years ago, or about 7 years ago, it became the first complaint resolution portal. We created it so that Nigerians can actually lodge complaint on that portal. We spent a lot of resources to build a very robust platform where today, if you have any complaint, about any brand, any leading brands in Nigeria, and you go on that platform, you can actually click, just a click, you can find the brand, you can actually lodge your complaint, and once you submit it, that complaint will be routed to that organization, and within 72 hours, we will obtain feedback for you. We build it in such a way that we have connection to almost all the organizations, and it's been working. We've resolved several complaints for people without having to charge them any penny, because the idea is not to charge. So what we have done with ConsumerHalla TV is to take it to the next level. So we hope to change the narrative. We want to give the right direction. Nigeria has the largest consumer market in the world, with a population of over 220 million people. Why should we be the one that is suffering the most? Everywhere you turn to, it's as though Nigerian consumers don't have a voice. You're traveling, you buy a ticket. For whatever reason, an airline will wake up middle of the night, delay the flight for whatever reason, and then you'll be waiting at the airport for hours. You'll be there for 2 hours, 3 hours, no any explanation. Then while you're there, they can even wake up and say, oh, flight has been cancelled. So everybody carry their luggage and go home. Nothing happened. Of course, things are changing. We must commend government because government is beginning to wake up, but there's still a lot to be done. And we believe that we can help to make, bring about those right changes. So we offer deliberately, part of what we do is that we also offer advocacy. All right. We're not just an advocacy organization, but we offer advocacy. We have a legal team. We have lawyers that are registered on our platform. All right. That can also take up cases. Okay. So, and we've taken up many cases like that, and won those cases. So ConsumerHalla is a platform to help consumers to, we're not fighting brands, but rather we say we're bringing about an amicable, resolution of conflict, such that it will be beneficial to the consumers and also be beneficial to the brand. I remember the word of Jeff Bezos. Bezos is the founder of Amazon. He said that the most important single thing, all right, for an organization is to focus obsessively, use the word obsessively, on the customer. We often say that customers is a king. They should sit at the top of the ladder. In our environment, customers are the ladder. A brand wakes up today, decide what product to produce. They wake up today, decide how much the consumer should pay. They wake up to decide everything for consumers. So consumers are just at the receiving end. And yet, they are milking the consumers. There's no price regulation in this country. None. People just wake up and fix prices. Look at the power. Government wakes up, we change policy, we wake up and we get people to pay more. We think it's time for consumers to begin to speak out. In speaking out, in engaging, we can get the brand to begin to do what is right. And of course, I know that the consumers themselves need to be educated. So our role, our vision also is to ensure that we educate consumers, we bring awareness. A lot of Nigerian consumers don't even know about their rights. You buy a product from a supermarket. I've had this experience. You buy a product from a supermarket, all right? For whatever reason, you take that product back to your house, and maybe something went wrong somewhere. By the time you take that product back to the shop where you bought it from, and you say, Oga, this thing, you know what's going to tell you? Oga, na me make am. Na me make am now. That's why I buy am. Meaning that there's nothing I can do to the product. So you lose the product, then you lose your money, because the money is not refunded. The product you can't use. Only in Nigeria. Only in Nigeria. Let me give you another experience I had. In the course of this, because I did a lot of, I went around, you know, in doing this. I was in US, I was in UK, I was in South Africa, I was in Germany, just because of this, to just study the environment. You know, I was in a friend's house in UK, in London, you know, and then what happened? We were going to go out, and he was going to dress up. So he said, oh, to me, I was seated in his sitting room. So he said, oh, wait a minute, I picked up an iron, that's the pressing iron, 2 days ago or so from a store. You know, oh, let me try this, let me just try and use that to iron my shirt and we can go out. So I was seated, the TV was on, I was watching. While I watched him, he brought out the pressing board, you know, spread it out, brought the iron out in my presence, plugged in the iron, and then as soon as he switched on the power button, we just had a spark. Boom! Ooh. The guy was raged. Then he goes, what? What just happened? So he said, no, these guys are in trouble, they're in soup. I was thinking, what are you going to do? You know, I was trying to compare that experience to what would have happened in Nigeria. In my presence there, he opened the pack. There was a card inside it. Inside that card was a call, number to call. And he called the shop or wherever he got the thing from. I was hearing the conversation that was going on. And all he said to them on the phone was, look, you know, by the time he even called, you know, clearly because they already, through the call, they could trace where he was calling from and who was calling. He said, yeah, I picked up this number, I picked up this iron yesterday, and guess what? I just plugged it to power, and then this thing just, you know, didn't work. At the other hand, I could hear the voice, oh, we're so sorry. We're sorry about that. And they said, this is your address, yeah. Don't worry, we'll get you a replacement. All right. So my friend handed the call and dropped the. So I said, so what's going to happen? He said, don't worry yourself now. Shebi, we're here. They will bring a replacement. I said, they will bring a replacement. He said, yes. I said, they won't even try to check whether it was your fault, because it could have been your fault. Maybe you didn't do something well about the fault. No, it can't be his fault. Shebi, it's a brand new item that he bought. While we were still talking, in fact, I'm not even sure it was up to 30 minutes or so, we had a knock on the door. He himself said he must be the dispatch person. By the time he opened the door, it was a dispatch man that was on the other side. And then the dispatch man was at the door. Just watch this. Was at the door. I was seated in the sitting room. The guy was at the door to meet with the dispatch guy. The dispatch man that brought the replacement iron, you know, I heard him say, we're so sorry. So I was so shocked. I mean, a dispatch man, this guy is a dispatch, so also apologize. I was so touched by it that even a dispatch man was so trained, you know, to tell the guy, we are so sorry. And guess what? He brought the replacement iron. By the time my guy opened the iron, it was a bigger size iron. So they replaced with a bigger size iron. The guy never asked for the one that went back. He didn't say, "Oga, where is the other one that we gave to you," so that he could take it back. No, he just bought a new one and gave it back. So I asked my friend, I said, "Can you interpret this to me?" He said, "Here in London, if they didn't do this, they know the next thing I would do." So I'm just going to grab a lawyer and I'm going to tell them they've destroyed something in my house. By the time I'm done, they will pay through their nose. Because the consumers are conscious of their rights. In Nigerian consumers, even those who are aware, won't even take the battle up. Everybody just go, what can we do now? Today they wake up and ban this. What can we do now? So we're going to change the narrative. We have to stand up. So the vision of ConsumerHalla TV is really to create an engagement platform that constantly mirrors the minds of consumers and provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria. Thus, we believe, will be forming part of that our overall vision, of creating a more caring world of consumers where businesses thrive. So I think that we'll make our impact. We ask you to join us on this journey. ConsumerHalla TV will drive engagement. It will also be there to help to promote brands that are doing what is right. So we're not out to criticize any brand, rather we have to complement what the brands are doing, because there is no organization that or a business that was set up to fail. Nobody set up a business to fail. So there are just gaps that needs to be fixed. So together we can fix things, and together we believe that we will create the right story for consumers in Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Hey there, do you know in the world today, everyone is a consumer, and as consumers, we all have the right to be heard.
In Nigeria today, as a consumer, you have all right to product information, right to fair pricing, right to return goods, right to product labeling, right to fair dealings, and a lot more.
Well then, have you heard about the new media channel?
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
ConsumerHalla TV.
At ConsumerHalla TV, our goal is to inform and educate consumers in Nigeria with insightful news alongside development within the fast-paced world of consumers through well-researched, specialized, and analytical content.
Our vision at ConsumerHalla TV is to create an engaging platform that provides right connections for meaningful brands in Nigeria, thus creating a more caring world for consumers where business thrive.
And guess what? Our ConsumerHalla brand is the first consumer complaint resolution portal in Nigeria, powered by a 72-hour feedback mechanism. We offer consumer advocacy, informative talk shows, branding promotions, advertising, and lots more. Connect with us via our YouTube channel at ConsumerHalla TV. Follow us on our Facebook page, ConsumerHalla TV, our Instagram page, ConsumerHalla TV, and do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscription is free. ConsumerHalla TV. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard. At ConsumerHalla TV, you deserve to be heard.
time is 10 o'clock. Good morning, happy Friday, and welcome to ConsumerHallaTV News at 10. I'm Miri Ayomikole Eke. We start with electricity. The federal government has announced that Nigeria will save $121 billion in fuel costs by transitioning to 90% renewable energy. The Minister of Power, Joseph Tegbo, disclosed this at the Renewable Energy Conference on Wednesday in Lagos. It describes the projected savings as a major economic milestone for businesses, households, and the government. The government collaborated with the Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry to advocate for increased private sector investment in power reforms. This initiative forms part of effort to improve industrial competitiveness and accelerate the national economic growth. Tegbo noted that energy transition plan positions the renewable energy as a core economic development strategy. According to the minister, the plan targets a total installed generation capacity of 277 gigawatts by 2060. The solar energy is expected to dominate the future power landscape of the country. The minister added that the required $10 billion in annual capital expenditure represent immobilizable investments rather than a burden. The federal government in Enugu State has officially handed over the Akanu IBM International Airport in Enugu to Aero Alliance Limited under a public-private partnership. The Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo, performed the handover ceremony at the international terminal. The agreement aim is to rehabilitate, expand, and manage the facility to meet international operational standards. Under the concession, the Aero Alliance Limited will finance and also operate the facility to establish it as a premier aviation hub. KMO described the deal as a significant milestone in the drive of the government to improve infrastructure via private investment. He noted that the partnership reflects growing investor confidence in the economic prospect of the Southeast. The minister recalled a previous attempt over 20 years of concession airport failed to attract investors to Enugu and Port Harcourt. The bidders initially avoided these locations, rushing instead to Lagos, Abuja, and Kano for ready infrastructure. And KMO emphasized that this successful partnership marks a dramatic and positive shift in the aviation investment landscape. Away from Enugu, the chairman of the House of Representatives ad hoc committee investigating transport concessions, Kolawole Akinlayo, has explained the delay in submitting its report. Speaking on Wednesday in Abuja, Mr. Akinlayo stated that the panel is still carrying out an extensive investigations into key stakeholders. The lawmaker represents Moba Idosi Federal Constituency of Ekiti State. The House inaugurated the ad hoc committee in February 2026 to probe the federal airport and seaport concession agreement executed between 2006 and 2025. The investigation aim is to determine compliance and contractual obligations and evaluate revenue remittances to the government. The committee has held numerous investigative sessions with government agencies and concessionaries. Providing an update, Akinlayo stated the committee has made a significant headway and is close to concluding its initial phase. It revealed that the panel has completed work on terminal operators but still needs to interface with shipping lines and airport authorities. The extension ensures a comprehensive evaluation of the entire transport concession framework. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has reduced its premium motor spirit gantry price by 50 naira per litre. The price dropped from 8,170 naira to 8,125 naira per litre. The price dropped from 8,175 naira to 8,125 naira per litre. A corporate notice indicated that the new pricing regime takes effect from 12 a.m. on Thursday. The company stated that the price review was prompted by the de-escalation of geopolitical tensions in the Middle East. Under the revised structure, the coastal price was also reduced to 1,428,165 naira per metric ton. Outstanding unloaded volumes will be repriced at the new rate. Still giving you a report on this news story, the price adjustment comes as global crude oil prices retreat following a report of progress in diplomatic engagement between America and Iran. The talk aim is to ensure that uninterrupted flow of oil through the Strait of Hormuz is being done. Meanwhile, the oil prices had previously surged up to $120 per barrel during the peak of the conflict. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Taiwo Oyedele, stated that the revenue challenge lies in expanding the tax net. Amid a session on Thursday in Abuja while hosting the Chartered Institute of Taxation of Nigeria, and the visit coincided with the conclusion of the maiden National Tax Awareness Day. The awareness campaign took place exactly 1 year after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu signed the landmark Tax Reform Act into law on June 26, 2025. Commending the institute, Mr. Oyedele noted that public misunderstanding of taxation remains a major obstacle to compliance. Many Nigerians mistakenly believe that tax discussions mean the government simply wants more money. The minister emphasized that the government aim is to promote fairness by ensuring that those legally obligated to pay taxes do so. He added that correcting the tax system would have a transformative impact on national development and economic stability. Mr. Oyedele also urged the institute to establish annual awards to recognize compliant taxpayers. The export of Nigeria to countries in Eastern and Southern Africa rose by 42.95% to 1.03 trillion naira. The significant growth in the first quarter of 2026 underscores the increasing importance of inter-African trade. The surge follows the launch of an expanded air cargo corridor by the federal government. Analysis from the National Bureau of Statistics show that export climbed from 718.79 billion naira in 2025. The strong trade performance came as the government seeks to deepen the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Area. Officials remain optimistic about unlocking regional potential by broadening the logistic connections. The Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, in partnership with Rwanda Air, recently flagged off the inaugural shipment under the expanded corridor. The initiative opens additional export routes to Kigali, Lusaka, and Harare alongside existing routes. And under the arrangement, cargo rates are subsidized for exporters holding official certificate of origin. Nestled Nigeria has hedged collective action for a circular economy by collaborating with partners to complete a massive community cleanup campaign. The initiative spanned 12 locations across the country to mark World Environment Day 2026. The food giant listed on the Nigerian Exchange Limited led the multi-stakeholder exercise to drive grassroots environmental stewardship. The head of corporate communications at Nestled Nigeria, Victoria Uwadoka, emphasized that addressing environmental challenges require a consistent action at all levels. She noted that the initiative demonstrates how the private sector and local communities can deliver real environmental impact. The representative of the Minister of Environment, Adiola Omotude, also commended the collaborative effort. The stakeholders of the event, including the National Plastics Action Partnership, noted that environmental progress is sustainable when communities actively participate. They expressed encouragement by the volume of waste recovered and the willingness of volunteers to work together. Participants concluded that lasting progress depends on community action driving collective ownership. And right this minute, the Women in Technology and Engineering have called for greater funding, skills development and inclusion in emerging technologies, particularly artificial intelligence. The call was made in Lagos on Tuesday during the 5th Women in Technology and Engineering Summit. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, represented by Olatubosun Alake, acknowledged that limited funding remains a barrier for female innovators. Mr. Olatubosun stated that the Lagos State government is expanding partnerships to support women-led technology projects through the Science, Research and Innovation Council. And the council focuses on areas where women can deploy technology to solve critical societal problems. He noted that while the state has secured millions for women-focused initiatives, resources remain inadequate. The commissioner emphasized that billions of naira are required to adequately fund multiple projects, training programs, and technical development schemes. To bridge this gap, Lagos State is working with training partners and commercial banks to raise funds. Alaki concluded that the state requires massive investment to meet tech talent demands. The Chartered Institute of Directors Nigeria has announced plans to host the 2026 Women Directors Conference in Lagos. The conference is scheduled for July 1st at the Wole Soyinka Center for Cultural and Creative Art, Igomu. The event aim is to address how female executives can exercise genuine authority in corporate governance. Organized under the theme From Presence to Power, Advancing Women Influence in the Boardroom, the conference will examine the transition to impactful leadership. The chairperson of the Women's Sectoral Group, Ronke Shokefun, emphasized that executing the real authority remains the core challenge. She noted that women must translate boardroom representation into strategic economic influence. She stated that the conference is designed to equip women leaders with the network and strategies required to shape corporate decisions, and the forum will provide insight into how female executives can contribute to the future of African institutions. The keynote address will be delivered by former Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola. The Sterling Bank Limited supports the non-oil trade expansion drive of Nigeria by hosting its Exports Forum in Lagos. The Excel in Non-Oil Export Forum was convened with the Sunbet Global Concept Limited to boost industrial competitiveness. The event gathered experts, policymakers, and financial experts to address required structural shift. Delivering the opening address, the divisional head of commercial banking at Sterling Bank, Akporie Idenedo, emphasized the need for a shift, as he noted that Nigeria export raw potential instead of full value is missing out on a major finished product market. He then stressed that the nation must shift from raw commodities to finished goods. The keynote address was delivered by a senior fellow at the Lagos Business School, Dr. Doyin Salami. He challenged the audience to rethink trade sovereignty by building practical manufacturing capabilities to participate in global trade. Salami highlighted that Nigeria ranks 130 out of the 140 countries of the Economic Complexity Index. Access Bank PLC has launched a vehicle financing initiative dubbed AutoFest to make car ownership more accessible amid rising vehicle prices. Under the scheme, the bank provides up to 90% funding for new and certified pre-owned vehicles. The initiative features flexible repayment tenures extending beyond 4 years and boasts a streamlined digital application process. Speaking at the launch in Lagos, the Executive Director of Corporate and Investment Banking, Iyabo Soji Okosoya, highlighted the intent to eliminate financial barriers. Customers apply online and can receive their car keys quickly via the digital platform. The program specifically addresses the financing constraint that historically restricted widespread automobile ownership across the country. The initiative brings together major automotive manufacturers and mobility dealers, including CIG Motors and Mikano Motors, into a unified ecosystem. The group head of Access Bank Mobility, Ismail Nwokocha, revealed that the bank spent 6 months collaborating with stakeholders to tailor the initiative. The partnership directly addresses skyrocketing vehicle market prices to improve affordability for everyday Nigerians. The high borrowing cost and limited access to flexible financing structures are threatening measures and acquisitions across Africa, including Nigeria. And regarding to this, the Standard Chartered Bank issued this warning in a corporate statement emphasizing that high rates stifle corporate consolidation. The financial institution called for an immediate rethink of acquisition financing mechanism to unlock corporate growth. The bank quoted its Africa Chief Executive Officer, Dalwa Jene, who spoke at a strategic corporate roundtable in Kigali, Rwanda. The roundtable focused on scaling acquisition finance, brought together financial experts at a Pan-African forum. Agenda warned that Africa risks missing critical industrial expansion unless banks develop flexible funding solutions. According to the statement, the slowdown in mergers and acquisition reflect a financing gap rather than a shortage of business ambition. Citing data from a Boston Consulting Group report, Mr. Rajani noted that the total deal value in Africa fell by about 24%. He pointed out that global deal value increased by 10% over the same period. Before we end the news, Africa's most valuable agricultural export are reshaping national balance sheet and attracting global capital across the continent in 2026. Forward-looking business experts recognize that agricultural exports are increasingly driven by profitability, value addition, and access to premium international market. These factors determine which commodities generate the strongest economic returns for producing nations. The recent trade data reveals that a select group of commodities account for the bulk of foreign exchange earnings across 5 regional corridors: cocoa, coffee, cashew, tobacco, olive oil, tea, cotton, sugar, and the horticultural product, and they all remain a key driver of African export revenue. These 15 highly profitable commodities are ranked based on overall export earnings available with the volume data and local economic significance. Nigeria cocoa industry emerged as the leading agricultural success story, with superior beans generating 596.9 billion naira. Tanzania ranked second, powered by an outstanding performance in cashew nut export, which generated $560 million during the quarter. Both nations demonstrate the immense potential of African agro-export despite the current limitations in domestic processing capabilities. Thank you for joining us on ConsumerHallaTV News at 10. I'm Iri Ayomi Konleke. Good morning. Happy Friday.
This body lotion and cream are essential part of many people's daily skincare routine for moisturizing and giving the skin more beautiful tone. Many people have their different brand of body lotion and cream that they use. If you're following us on different edition of Consumer Voice, you will know that we've treated this edition. And you know what? Nivea always comes first. But then we decided that what is the main reason why Nivea do come first? Why not change location to find out different preference and for different people? And today I'm live here on the street of Lagos, Oshodi to be precise, to ask consumers which brand of body lotion or body cream do they use and why do they stick to this brand. As we all know, we have different brands of body lotion and body cream. Now come with me as we go find out from consumers which brand of body lotion and cream do they use. Let's go. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay, so what is your name?
My name is Mr. Chisom.
Mr. Chisom what?
Yeah, Chisom Haji.
Oh, Haji. Oh, now which brand of body cream do you use or body lotion?
Nivea.
Nivea. So for how long have you been using Nivea?
1 year and 1 year and 1 year and
okay.
Okay,
1.5 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, now so apart from Nivea, which other body lotion have you tried using?
Caro White.
Caro White. Why you can't leave Caro White to Nivea?
Because they bleach me. So I don't want something to go bleach me. I just want to make my body just day. Understand? You know, say black is beauty.
Very beautiful. Okay, now apart from this Nivea, now you take know about this Nivea.